Hi guys, so we're gonna start. I just pressed record and I'm super excited. I wanted to talk more about growing your team and getting distributors, okay? Because I have a lot of questions about this. The same topics keep coming up, especially with this deal going on. And I really wanted to dive into this and get you guys going as soon as possible. So life posts, okay? The first thing about actually enrolling a distributor or a new teammate is your mindset. Okay, it's your mindset. It's believing that you can do it and that you have an opportunity here that's worth sharing. And it's you have to create value for the other person. It's kind of all about them, and I treat it as such. So it's about their timing. If somebody doesn't join right away or they're not interested, that is okay, because you don't know what's going to happen 6 months from now. I mean, who joined on the very first time that they were messaged? It wasn't me. Actually, Sarah had to follow up with me 4 times before I joined, and it was a matter of like 6 months. So could you imagine? And I've got people I've been talking to for the entire 2 years I've been doing this, and it's just, I always follow up with every deal. My posts, and sometimes people join right on the spot. It's funny, I messaged, she's on here today, on Instagram. I messaged her, she joined on the very first message, but she didn't message me until 6 months later when the government shutdown happened and life was happening to her. So I thought that was crazy, and now I feel like just so many paths are in alignment, and I really feel like, guys, I joined for $200. I joined for $200 a month, if not some diaper money, and it can, I did something last month. I am your newest double diamond leader, and I am making twice the income of what any job has ever paid me, and I earned a $15,000 bonus for my family, and it's changed everything. I feel like this whole new route, and it's not the money, this whole company has changed everything, as in the confidence in me and the person I want to be and where I want to go. So, and my why just keeps changing. And when it first started, I was talking about diapers. I was talking about diapers and gas and, oh gosh, vet bills. Like, that was on my dream board last time. And now I've crossed all those things off, and I can go on to bigger and better things. And it's exciting, and it's real, and you have to vibe with it, and you have to believe in it, okay? You have to believe in this opportunity. So life posts, okay? What we do on how to enroll distributors, we talk to them, we talk and reach out, and we offer this opportunity, and we also post about it. So that's something called a life post. Now guys, life posts are not copy and paste it. You cannot copy and paste a life post, because guess what? My life looks very different from Jenny's. My life looks very different from Justin's. My life looks different from Angelica's, right? My life is not going to be exactly the same as yours. So ideally, your life post shouldn't be able to, you should not be able to copy and paste. That means you have to go a little bit deeper than join me, or it's 50% off, $99 to join my team, I've got 2 spots left. Like, those are business posts, okay? But if you're just posting about that, I mean, how does that bring value to them? So let's see. They need to be about you, and you have to be a little open, okay? And maybe you can't be completely honest about your struggle. I was just listening to a training by Sarah Nierman, actually, that she did today on posting as well. So if you want, you can go into the Ready to Promote page, and you can actually check that out. There's tons of resources for you guys. But let's see. So if you can't share your struggle until it's over, I have been there. I have been there where you just kind of got to put a smile on your face, or maybe you're new and you really didn't join for extra money. I know some other girls who just did it for spending money. I know a girl who did it for coffee, and she just earned a $10,000 bonus. Like, this stuff you can do it. So it just kind of, you go with time, and keeping that positive attitude, and reminding yourself that you're giving somebody hope. Every single day, even if you feel repetitive, it's gonna feel repetitive. But guess what? Not every freaking person on Facebook is seeing your posts, okay? Like, maybe 1%. And that's a really low number if you have a ton of friends. So you have to you never know what somebody's going to be going through, and you have to share your story. You have to be authentic. So kind of how I come up with my life posts is I like to think about life a year ago in comparison with life like right now, and then life and what it's going to look like 365 days from now. And I just kind of like keep that flow, and I try to put to put myself in the shoes of the potential, and kind of remember like how I felt before joining. I had every excuse. I had no time. I wasn't good enough. I didn't know enough people. I've done this before. I was skeptical. It sounded too good to be true. I didn't have $99. I had all of those excuses, but she talked me through it and covered those objections, and we were able to put those excuses aside. I had 8 seconds of courage and I pressed submit, okay? And it's all about, there are all of those objections, and you can actually go into the Dash to Diamonds page. There is a resource in there that will give you for potential distributors, and you can kind of use that and make your own. With time, I use a lot of voice chat, okay? I'm very voice chat oriented on Facebook and Instagram now. So people can get to know me as a real person, and they can hear it straight from the source. But you don't have to do that, okay? Let's see. So you're new, okay? And I hear this all the time. Well, I'm new and I haven't made any money. Who cares? Talk about the confidence that you've got in yourself, because you know that this is a top income earning team, so you feel empowered, okay? You feel led in the right direction. You should talk about that. That's going to inspire somebody right there. You don't have to talk about any kind of number. And then you can talk, so your first goal should be reaching, you're going to earn over about 120 in product. Okay, with your $100 shopping spree. So that's super cool, and you can even get apparel with that. That's a goal that you can talk about reaching, and why it means maybe something to you. Maybe you want to try the products for yourself. Maybe you want to get really good results because you've been trying to lose weight after, I mean, that was a big thing for me. I was like, hey, I'm trying to lose weight after my baby. So this sounds really cool. I want to get some product as soon as possible so that I can get my results, share it with other people, and it kind of makes it easier for me, right? So I was super excited, and I just talked about that, and I kind of spoke life and gave my story a vision. So my original goal was $200. That would keep us afloat, pay for diapers, and maybe get us ahead. And I talked about that. I said I was going to be doing that by the end of the month, and guess what, guys? It freaking happened. It happened, and it happened in like the craziest of ways, maybe ways I didn't particularly like forsake. I just let go of the how, and I did what they told me to do, and I had fun with it. I went live. Lives do help you a little. They help you talk to a lot of people at one time on Facebook, and it's really just a matter of sharing your story. Be excited, even if nobody's in your inbox or hopping in your inbox right now. Say that they are. Say that you've got tons of messages flooding your inbox, and they're just trying to, figure out what you do and learn more about it. And instead of talking to everybody like individually and kind of missing something, you're just going to go live and share it because you're sure that somebody else is probably wondering too. What is the harm in that? And you just go in and you talk about why you joined and where you're going with it and that kind of thing. So let's see. And it's not just life posts that will get your distributors to stay on board, okay? It's what else are you posting? If you're only posting about It Works and the business and the products, you're not going to create that connection that you want to create with your audience. Okay, you want to brand yourself. They want to know who you are. You want to be more than just It Works rep, because you are. You have other aspirations, other goals, other hobbies. There's things that you do, things that you like, right? Let's see. Branding yourself. And there are videos that you can find on YouTube for that if you're curious. You don't need to have an exciting life. I feel like my life is not exciting at all. I'm just kind of like a stay-at-home mom. Like, this is the nicest I've looked probably in 3 days. I mean, yes, I shower, but like I don't feel like getting dressed out of yoga pants unless I'm going somewhere. So but people don't know that. They don't need to know that, but I do tell them the truth of what I'm doing. Like, here, if this is what I'm hanging out with Wade all day. We just had a blast in the tub. It doesn't sound exciting, especially if it's something that I'm talking about every day, but somebody else out there is like, I'm looking for that, okay? I need that hope. I need that inspiration to keep going and to remind myself that it's possible, because I remember when I was reading Sarah Neerman's post and I couldn't afford diapers and I was crying on the kitchen floor and I was like, God, please show me a way. Please show me a way that doesn't involve leaving my husband and doesn't involve like on opposite shifts. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't have to do stay awake shifts. I didn't have to kind of like paycheck to paycheck it anyway, because that sucked. I hated that. It was so frustrating to have a bachelor's degree, to continually work for other people and still not being able to get ahead. So I saw so much promise here with I thought Sarah Neerman could do this. I could get $200 and that would get me a little ahead. And bit by bit, now look at where we are. 2 years later, you can do it. And it's all about speaking and being that light, that hope for somebody else, and letting your why kind of snowball as you go along. And don't forget, okay, maybe adding the right people is part of this as well. You typically wouldn't ask somebody, I guess, to be a good, I have not found a good quality distributor with somebody who doesn't have a profile photo, or it's not that they're a good quality, it's there's a lot of onion layers that you're gonna have to peel personally as to why they aren't being themselves, and that's okay, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not sure if they're ready for it, and you want to be honest with them about what this opportunity is. It's kind of being real on social media and being yourself. So if you're afraid to hide from that, like, we have to handle that objection and go forward. So let's see, no drama. Okay, that's what I mean by right people. If I see drama, negativity, nasty memes, spammy stuff, no, you're gone. You're gone. I just remove you as a friend entirely, and I do it every single day. I remove new people all the time. And let's see. But you just want to be authentic. You want to have good quality posts. You want to be open with your audience and just not spammy. Try to be yourself. People want to see pictures of you and your family and your life. They want to get to know you. And if you don't plan on meeting people face to face or and you really want to reach people on a different level through social media, this is how you do it. I've made so many good friends this way, and a lot of my DTs have come to me because they're like, I feel like I've known you forever. So that's what I'm saying. And don't be afraid to ask. So conversations, I've been spreading this around to my leaders of my flow. I've tweaked it a lot, and I'm very honest with people, and I want to be kind of straightforward about what this business is. And instead of treating your distributor conversations like, oh my God, I need this person to join because I'll give my left arm to be charted for diamond right now, you need to think of it as, would this person be a good fit for this? Think of it as an interview, okay? And because you don't want just anybody, you want you. You want lots of you all over this. And that's kind of like where I've always taken this. So if somebody is not ready, I can almost tell immediately, and you're gonna know too. They're not gonna be excited. So here's some things that I kind of talk about in my conversations. So I keep it simple. I typically like to switch conversations from LCs to DTs on Facebook, and then I straight up ask for distributors on Instagram. I do things a little bit differently on platforms just because they're different. But so I'll go into a spiel about like what we do and how we're a company that's been around for 18 years and we're growing rapidly at momentum speeds. And then talking a little bit more about the company itself and how we get paid to post. And I can send everything into a chat if you guys want. Would that be helpful? Yeah, okay. I'll send it right into, I'll do a few things. I'll send it to everybody. Let's see, because I would send it here, but I don't think it's going to send it all together. And it's kind of nice from my notes app because if you actually press the forward button, it'll send it all in one thing, and I don't have to try to like copy and paste. So let's see. But we're asking the questions of like, so can you tell me what would an extra $200 to $800 do for you? And would you say that you're coachable and self-motivated? This automatically kind of, it tells me and tells them what kind of person I'm looking for. And I've had a few people kind of get stuck and hung up on the word coachable. So you just rephrase the question. You rephrase the question of like, okay, well, are you willing to learn and are you a hard worker? Just something as simple as that. I've done that. And if people tell you no, you want them on your team. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. It's like a little fun interview and you make it good and whatever. Okay, so, and I used to leave this part out. So I used to leave out like what we do. And then I started adding it and I've been tweaking it for a few months now. And I did this and I'm just so excited about it. So let's say they tell me about, what they do and how much money they want to make or whatever they want to do with the money. And I say, okay, awesome, perfect. So that's totally doable. So what we do here is pretty simple. We get paid to get customers and grow our teams. So I post about the products 1 to 2 times a day, mainly in my stories. I follow and make new friends on Facebook and Instagram. People have things in common with me or similar interests. I talk to people like how we're talking right now about the products in the business. I follow up with people who give me a date to order or they say they need to wait for their next payday. When they're ready to sign up, I sign them up. For the first few weeks, I'll be sending you, or you'll be sending me screenshots so that I can teach you how to do this step by step. Then it's just putting in a little time and having a positive attitude. Do you think you can logically do that on a regular basis? Because I wanna be straight up front with them and tell them what it's gonna be like. And if somebody, because I've had people join and then as soon as I tell them that they have to message, they're like, I quit. And you're like, oh shoot, dang it. That's frustrating, right? You just want to save yourself the time and the brain, like power and the love and the trouble. So I just logically will ask them, okay, this is what I do. And then they're like, yeah, okay, I can do that. That sounds really easy. So I tell my story, okay? I give a little blip about, how I used to know people who have done this before and why I joined and then how amazing it is that I can make $3,000 in like guaranteed money for 90 days. Just lots of fun stuff. So I'll send you everything for that. And then at the end of it, I'll leave it with, okay, so I would love to teach you how to do this. Can I help you get started? And they say yes, and then you give them the spiel about how it's 50% off right now and super, super exciting. And then that's when they'll either give you objections and you can kind of go around that. Like I said, they're in the Dash Diamonds page. But just remember, so with distributors, you have a story to tell. You have a story to share, okay? I personally feel that it's just brought me to my tribe. It's brought me to other me's that I needed in my life, okay? For one reason or another, you guys are my second family, and I couldn't imagine life any differently. So I want that for everybody else, okay? I used to be so shy, so quiet, so reserved, and now I can be loud and boisterous and proud and brave, and it feels like a breath of fresh air. And I know that there are other people out there who just need that empowerment, who need to be inspired to just go out there and do it. So I hope that this was helpful. Let me see if I have any other notes. I don't. Does anybody have any questions or concerns? Let me check the chat here. Yeah, well, okay, so everybody who joins right now is still eligible to earn a $100 shopping spree for their first 30 days. They just have to get Fast Start qualified. So they either need to run an 80 BV auto shipment or they need to get 150 in personal bonus volume. So like the way that we've been enrolling customers, that's like 2 people. Boom. Which guys, are you still doing the hacks, man? My phone is still blowing up. I'm just going. So that's the thing. On Facebook, I'm still doing host to post, but for certain people. So it kind of depends on if I've messaged you before or if I think that you'd be like a good match for this. But okay, so I'm gonna send you guys the whole conversation flow, and we're just gonna have fun with this, okay? If you guys have any questions, just reach out. Bye, guys.